check my YouTube in a minute, just to make sure it's streaming.
Okay.
And my cat is all over me right now. She does this every podcast.
Fucking dog circling me too.
Well, look at that. So, why isn't my YouTube refreshing?
Come on, YouTube, you can do it.
Oh, there we go.
Beautiful.
Don't tell me my internet's going to be slow tonight because I'm hardwired in.
Of course. Come on, you know this.
Okay, so.
Of course, it's gonna give me.
That. Nope. Why did that do that? All right, so the stream should be up. We'll see if my internet holds, because it didn't hold the last time I did it, and it was awful. So.
Gotcha. I'm sure they'll let us know in general if it sucks.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Sure, they'll blow us up. We're gonna pull up the general too.
Skyline, can you hear us?
I'm okay with. Yeah. Speak, someone. Help.
All right, well, let's just get going. So,
No one
stream's
cares.
up. Like to welcome everybody to another
sure.
edition of the Champions Pod. And we have a two-time champion. We have the GM of the, don't call them the Spiders. They are the Cleveland Indians. And we have the brother of our commish, Daryl here. What's up, champ?
Hello, welcome. I'm here, man. I'm here.
This is where you talk.
What's going on out there, Sky?
So
yeah.
our audio's coming through.
You're kind of chopping it just a bit, Carlo.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Yeah.
you are now two-time champion. You are in the exclusive.
Clear like the last few minutes.
Yeah. Well, I switched over the Wi-Fi. Okay. Because I.
Gotcha. Yeah.
All right. So, hopefully this is better. So you guys are in the Madden and
seem clear right now, man. Am I coming through clear?
Yeah, you're coming. I'm sure it's the internet.
Well, in the NHL 12, well, it's like NHL 12 where the hockey and shit. You could do the GMs connected and all that stuff, and we just you could draft, and it started to get you could do more than 1 year, and it's kind of like you said, it's kind of something that gave us an extra challenge over playing the game and different outlook on the game, and we decided I just ran with it, I guess. Been involved in this kind of stuff ever since.
Okay, cool.
But getting into OTP, my brother got me into it. I had never heard about OTP till my brother I don't even know, maybe 2019, I want to say. 2018, maybe. But, yeah, he just kind of is like, hey, you want to try out this ball game? And know you like simulation? I'm like, yeah, I do. And, yeah. Here we are, two-time champs.
I think,
my ass.
Weren't you in NDL with him? Because he had another league that I joined.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah,
I joined late in that run.
Right. Yes, I think that was. Yeah, that sounds about right. Like they were still using the boards, I think, and shit.
Yeah,
Does that sound right?
When
like,
I joined,
was ancient,
he warned me that this was an old-time league, and they had message boards, and they didn't want to give it up, and they were like, they didn't like to use Slack, and they didn't like to use this. I'm like,
right.
I couldn't get into the league. I tried.
Yeah,
I tried helping them out with, I took over a team and they were awful.
I feel you.
And I think that was where, I think you were in that league. I know. Sure. I don't know who else was in that league. I think Dave was in that league.
I was.
I I don't know. I don't know.
If I do recall too, I think I left when my team was on the upswing.
Yeah, because I remember Ryan was telling me that you were running that.
Pretty sure my team was. Yeah. It's fucking painful using those boards. I'm pretty sure that was it. Did it?
Yeah.
Just had enough of that shit.
So you come over to technology. Skyline. Daily Sim.
Yeah.
Your other league was a daily sim as well. That's what
I'd like.
It drew me in. You come over to Skyline. You take over the Indians.
Definitely found a daily sim.
Yeah, it was the Spiders at the time or the Guardians, whichever. What was your impression of the league?
Which I hated that fucking name. I hated the Spiders name. Fuck, I hate that name. Oh, fuck.
So,
I took over. What year did I take over? What year did I...
of the league?
Okay, so honestly, it's the best league I've personally been in on this simulation online league. I feel like it has the highest variance of different philosophies, I guess you'd say. Like, guys believe in speed, guys believe in defense, guys believe in pitching. And one good thing I like about this league too is a lot of guys stand power with their shit. They're not easily persuaded. Some guys are easily persuaded. We won't say names, but it's just kind of nice to see all the different philosophies and guys what they believe in and see if it works and what doesn't. And I think it makes for a fun league. Honestly, I feel like this is one of the best leagues, if not the best league you could personally be in. So.
Yeah,
that's my gift.
Yeah, I mean,
I just think you have everything. You have your old heads, you have your young heads, you have your stubborn guys, you have your loose guys. Like it's got a little everything. It's kind of nice. It's nice.
Yeah.
You get some pretty explosive general chats.
Yeah,
it makes for good shitter material.
I think we're on a good streak here of explosiveness. There's a lot of a lot of opinions to be had. So what are your impressions of...
a lot of guys believe in what they believe in, which I like that.
Of some of the guys in the league, like Arizona Ryan is a big hothead as well. What's your impressions of him?
You know what? I understand what Ryan's doing. He's definitely a pot stirrer, but you can stir the pot when you have success in my eyes. He's doesn't necessarily have a ring, but he's trended up. Like specs trend up. He's always competitive since he's been in here. You can't take that away from the guy, to be honest with you. So does he talk a bit too much shit? Hell yeah, but I get what he's doing, man. I'm not a fool, but again, like I said, when you have success, it's in my eyes, you can talk a little shit. When you don't have success, you should probably just shut the fuck up. But yeah.
All right, so let's get into your team. So, I believe you've gone through.
Where do you want to start here? Offense, pitching.
Well, let's talk about.
Yeah.
I think you tried rebuilding at first and it didn't go well. Correct? Am I wrong?
Right. So
go ahead.
Yeah, I can go. Let's go back to when I took them over here. So when I took them over, they were the Spiders. They were pretty gutted and on their downswing. And I don't know who I took it over for, but the fella that I took it over for paid zero attention to his minors, and it was basically just his MLB team. So when I inherited this team, it had zero minors, zero fucking coaching. It was a pretty gutted franchise. So my mistake was, honestly, I tried to rebuild and push out products too quick without building, like, my foundation, i.e. the coaching and all the other shit, and getting the dev budgets in right and the proper coaches at the proper levels, all that shit, which I feel, you have your opinions, I feel is very important in this fucking game. Otherwise, they wouldn't have those fucking readings in there. But that's for another day. But I felt like with my first rebuild, I forced it through and it just kind of crumbled. Nye and Olguin were the first pieces of that rebuild. And if I remember correctly, I'd made a big trade with Seattle, brought in a couple big bats, didn't pan out. I did get a sweep of Eamon, though, so that was a minor success. But other than that, that first rebuild just wasn't going to work. I didn't have the right coaches and the right stuff in place, and just I got impatient and kind of pushed it through. So there was a little bit of success there, but then it went right back into basically a whole decade of being non-existent. I kind of came to that conclusion at that first rebuild that if I was going to do this correctly and build a good team and hopefully win a ring, is that I was just going to have to bite the bullet and literally suck for. I was hoping 5 to 7 years. 10 years was a bit much, but it's fuck, man. You guys are savages in this league with coaches and shit and screwed, and it takes time, man.
No, and I am in lockstep with you because I'm not. This isn't like Detroit talk, but I did the same thing with Detroit.
No,
it
for
was,
sure.
Like it was from
for sure, absolutely.
Up. And I think you're seeing a lot of teams.
Guys get
now.
patient, right? I can get it.
Is that a lot of teams are doing that?
Yes,
like
I do
Portland
see
has
that.
done it, and you've done it. I've had to do it.
Yes.
You have to build the infrastructure in the minors to
for sure.
I'm
a big believer of
that do that. You see, as you know, the third
seem to be having success.
The 20th round guys are starters now. So
you see, yes, our deving, yes,
you got to have the
and that's what we want to. Yeah, let's get into this. Yep, getting into the whole luck talk too there. So, yeah, goes back to yesterday's conversation. Is it luck? Yes, but is it me putting that coach in that position that gives that chance or lucky chance, even an opportunity? Yes. So technically, it is my right doing of putting that coach there that created that opportunity. Is it luck? Yes. But is it skill? Yes. It's both. Wanting me to admit that it's directly just luck and TCR is fools. Is just a loser mentality. And it's just, for me, I can't figure out the game, so I'm just going to say it's luck kind of thing, right? It's kind of a up and I just can't figure it out. To me, I honestly, everyone has their opinion. I get it, but yeah, for me, coaching brings out, like you said, those 20th round guys.
I wholeheartedly agree with what you said in chat.
It's working.
I agree with the coaches. You can see these ratings on coaches for a reason. Yeah. And mechanic is the biggest tool that you can see. Like, if you get enough of those legendary guys in your minors,
I agree.
You're going to see the guys jump from a 35 to a 55 or from a 55 to a 70. That happens. And that's part of the game.
For sure.
Everybody gets mad because it happens, but it can happen to anybody if you do the work and you sign the good coaches. It can happen to anybody.
Yeah, and I've had examples. I've had examples of guys fall off the face of the earth too. Like, I'm not just sitting here getting fucking dead lucky here. I had 2 pitchers from my first run basically die out to be nothing. My starting pitchers, and I traded one to Memphis, and then 2 other pitchers died. Like, it was. I've had Feliz Batista, one of my prize pieces that was supposed to be an outfielder, just forget how to fucking play the outfielder after leaving for a summer. Was a positive outfielder. Even played 20 games, if you go look at the stats, and then all of a sudden lost 40 points of defense on the outfield for no fucking reason. Like, I've had examples of shit luck, too. It's just guys like to point out only the dev ups. They don't like to point out the dev downs. And the rough bumps and this and that.
So, it's piggyback on your point there, whatever happened to Ted Carr?
Yeah, go ahead.
Ted Carr is a good example.
Okay, so that's what I mean. He's another one.
Yeah, he kind of was an injury prone. Sure, yeah. He never got hurt. And guess what? Like, he's dead now.
Sure.
He's dead.
Nope.
So,
he basically was a starting. Yeah, he was basically a pitcher in my first run, a starting pitcher, I think. And by the end of the season, I could barely keep him in my bullpen. It was just. He was just serving up fucking dingers, and it was horrific. Yeah, I believe he's a free agent right now, if I'm not mistaken.
Well,
I don't even think I offered him arbitration.
Now. So, I mean, he's pretty much dead. Like, he's never getting signed.
But, I mean, and he was a first-round 10th overall pick, man. Like, hey, I get it, he was injury-prone. But I got J.C. Curry in my pitching staff who was injury-prone, and he's still fucking chucking along at 60 potential, and fucking he's had injuries every year, so... You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just there's examples of either way. If you look hard enough, you'll find what you're kind of spouting for. There's examples of debbing up and debbing down on everybody's team, and it's honestly, it's how you roll with it. And I'm a big, firm believer of depth. The reason why I'm able to keep chugging along is because I have replacements in my AAA team that probably could start on fucking some teams. And they're there for a reason, in case guys get fucking hurt, because this league is an injury fucking filled league. So
Yeah,
that's another thing that's not talked about too is depth too.
Go ahead.
Depth
I'm
is a
just gonna let
big
you go,
piece,
dude.
especially when you get
just
deep into
go.
the season. Yeah, but yeah.
So
All right.
the one thing I remember from watching your team on the stream and the playoffs, your lineup is just, if they're healthy, because I know you get banged up a little bit, just a murderer's row.
Yeah, there's a couple guys that definitely get hurt.
Carthens and
Okay, so
Dunstan and Weston really are fantastic 1, 2, and 3.
yeah. Okay, so well, I guess let's dive right into the lineup here. I'll do some explanations here of how I construct this and why. Typically, I run Schulman in lead off here. He's gets on base and can steal like a motherfucker. I'm a firm believer of speed at the top of your lineup, speed at the bottom of your lineup, and gap hitting and contact hitters in the middle. And this is pretty much what I run as a lineup. I'm also a firm believer of about putting slow guys in front of fast guys because you plug up their stealing abilities. So I like to regress speed, I guess you'd say, faster to slower. That's another thing I like to look for. Obviously, on high guys in front of high gap guys. Find that's a very good combo. It's another lineup I like to run too with Weston. I mean, the guy's got fucking 80 against right-handed pitching in my scout size. Yeah. So, I mean, it's almost a guaranteed fucking walk against the righty, man. And then you have Feliz Batista after that, who is... Let's bring that up. I think I brought it out. He had 70 extra base hits in 2021, 64 doubles, and that is... So you put Strulman and Carthens in front of a guy that can hit gaps? I mean, it's not rocket science here, folks, right? And my field, I have a bigger field. Like, it's a gapper's dream. So...
Yeah.
And then it basically just rolls back over the lineup. Basically rolls back over into the same thing. We've got gap hitters and Taylor. I run Taylor, I think, at third against righties because he's a switch hitter, but he hits better against. Yeah, he's a lefty, basically, essentially. Another guy with fucking good speed, good defense. Doesn't cost you anything if he doesn't put any hits on the board. And then we have, Bracamonte was my 6-7 guy, but I mean, Schaefer pretty much taken the job, and Bracamonte's in the last year of a friendly contract. I front loaded it, so I'll be positive. I'm pretty honest with you. I'm probably going to move Bracamonte. There's just no point in keeping both of them. And they both want to start, so it's just going to cause a fucking riff. The one thing that could blow up in my face this year that I'm going to try is I put Schulman in a defensive dev lab, and it worked out. So I'm going to fucking run his ass in center field. And this very well could blow up in my face. But
I don't hate that.
It allows me.
I don't hate it.
It allows me to move Weston to first and bring Carlton, my high I rookie. This guy's got 75 I against both sides. Just another guy basically this guy, I just want a guy on base. So this guy's just going to get hit around.
And I should remark that's a 13th rounder. So another guy devved up.
Yes, he's the 13th rounder. Yeah, we just want to refer to that just so we know. Yeah. It basically allows me to move Weston to first and then Guzman over to second. This is 100% my most potent offensive lineup. So now I have like 2 or 3 different lineups. I'll run a more defensive lineup if I have my reasons for doing sort of things. I'll pull Carthens out, move fucking Weston back into the left field, Guzman back to first, and then bring in Seagraves or someone, a better glove it up the middle. But yeah,
Yeah,
I just give myself some options here. Space.
This
That's basically, I run this line. Yep. Go ahead.
your roster is really deep.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's deep.
Yeah,
It's
I
deep,
feel like
it's
it
good.
is.
You can move guys around. Yeah, this is it's just
I
a
just feel like
fantastic
top to
roster.
bottom, it's a good hitter at every. It's no free at bats.
Yeah, I mean,
You
you
know,
have
and then so against
Seagraves.
lefties, I think I run Seaberry. Yeah, Seaberry over Taylor would be the other difference against lefties. That's just it. But it's pretty much the same lineup, lefties versus righties. I do not change my lineup.
Yeah,
But my lineup is pretty adaptable. I mean, you got Schulman, who's a switch hitter. Taylor's a switch hitter. Uh, yeah, I got a balance of lefties and righties, and both of them. I have good splits. Like Batiste hits both sides good. Dunstan hits both sides good. Weston hits. I mean, he's got a nasty split, but that split's still fucking good. You know, like it's. I know. I just feel like I can get you from every angle.
yeah,
I just feel like death by 1,000 cuts sort of thing. You know what I mean?
yeah. So I think your lineup is quite strong. Like it's fantastic. But really, what the scary part was about the team was the
I
bullpen.
feel like it is.
And I feel like we could talk for about 3 hours
Yeah.
about your bullpen. So you got Lee Shape, and you've
100%.
traded guys. I took Campbell from you, who's been awful at times
Tritt.
and just constantly hurt.
Yes.
You've traded
Yeah.
Tritt. You've traded some arms, and you still have a bullpen that is probably the best in the league. Between Shape and Alvey and
For
and,
sure. I
and
figured I
Quinones.
had to do something. There was no way I was going to be able to keep all like 8 of those arms. Like it. The idea was to build a very good bullpen, but I'll be honest with you, it blew up a lot better and quicker than I thought. So, but Tritt, I traded Tritt because he was just, I don't know, unmotivated. I felt like he was going to fall off the earth. Campbell, I kind of felt like he was trending towards being injury prone.
And
So,
he is.
sorry, Tarlo. Not really
And
sorry.
he is.
But
He's out for 3 months, but it's fine.
yeah, I figured he was.
He's pretty much
Yeah,
dead now.
he had a good
so,
shoulder injury with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah. But the sad thing is, will be the last year of this bullpen together as Shape, Vergara, and Quinones, I believe, all hit free agency. And I haven't locked any of them up. And let's go click on Shape here. Shape is asking for $32 million
Oh.
to be a closer. It's just not going to happen. I just can't. I cannot justify myself. Vergara wants $30 million. Quinones wants $29 million. Like, are these guys worth it?
No.
I mean, if you need a closer,
I'm not paying
yeah.
a closer that.
No, especially when I can use that $30 million to keep Schulman in my life. It just doesn't. It's not logical, man. I
think you could
I
sign
can't justify paying it. Yeah, it's just.
Honestly,
That's what I'm saying. That's probably what's going to end up happening.
I think you bring back one of them.
Probably going to sign one of them.
I think your bullpen is deep. You have Alvey. You have other guys.
Yeah, I have Alir. Yeah, I have Alvey and Degenheim or whatever coming through. Volmer's another young kid that seems to be trending upwards. So I got pieces that look like they're coming up. So I feel like I can. It won't be as good. I'm not a dummy, but it's definitely should still do the job.
So
starting pitching is definitely my weakest spot.
Yeah, I was gonna say I
It's
don't
rough.
see a starter outside of Ian Moore. Maybe Jace.
Moore and Curry's
Yeah,
barely
I think
holding
that's
on.
a solid one too. Ian
Schwartz
Moore's
is
really
my
good.
kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically it. I kept Benfer, hoping that I kept him on arbitration. I was torn whether to just let him walk, but then I was like, "Fuck, man, I'm gonna need I'm hurting for starters here, man. Couple injuries, and I'm in some deep trouble,
Yeah,
So
there is
I
one thing you
had to
don't
give
have
him
is
this
depth
5 mil
there.
arbitration. Just
Um,
keep him.
I don't know. I don't
That's
see
why I was gonna
depth.
say the starting pitching for me is not good.
I
It's
kind of
not
like
good. I
Kimball.
definitely it's definitely one area. No, it's not gonna work, boy. But definitely, I mean, I've got first round picks kicking around. I have lots of pieces that I can move for a pitching, which I'm more than likely going to do. It's for me though. I'm going to wait and see how this new version switch plays out. I don't know how wonky it really is. Or
Okay.
let it go for a month or two, kind of ride it and see if it plays out. Make a move from there. But I'm probably going to make a move for a pitcher here. I'd be a
I
thrill not
honestly,
to.
you could
There's
move
no
one of these
chance.
arms in the pen
No
for a
chance I'd
starter.
repeat without a pitcher.
Like who doesn't want
That's
one of these
that's what's
closers?
probably going to happen. 100% crossed my mind that I can going to move probably either Quinones or Vergara. Shape is definitely the one I would like to keep asking the most, but he's just fucking lights out, man. The guy is insane. Vergara kind of is weird, man. He just went up and down, and then last year he just had a very off year. But I don't
Okay.
know, and his Babbitt's, I don't know. So, yeah, Quinones and Vergara are definitely movable for a starting pitcher. I would 100% be open to that. They are
So
definitely on the board.
yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
this team.
yeah. Nah.
I think you're in it for the next 3 to 4 years. I mean, outside of the pen arms that are leaving,
I think.
a lot of these
Yeah,
guys are signed.
yeah,
You have Weston signed, you have Guzman signed.
yeah,
So you're not going anywhere. All you need to do is just tinker,
yeah.
and the
So,
AL
yep.
is
A little bit of retooling.
it's getting to the point where it's not as weak as it was. But dude, I don't think your team is going
No, for
anywhere.
sure.
No,
Definitely. But,
I think you might have a team.
well, like,
I like other teams. Like I like the Rockies, and I think the White Sox are never going to
yeah,
go away. But like you could see, like
yeah, I
I don't
agree.
want to throw it out there, but Portland looks pretty good right now. So um,
They're they do. They 100% do. Yeah, no, other teams are definitely starting to trend up. So yeah. I
would
agree with you.
think
My team's
that
definitely going to be competitive.
yeah, I think you're probably
But
the
yeah,
odds
it's going to be
on.
dependent on other teams debbing.
Yeah, I would call you the favorite. I don't want to spoil our preseason pod on this pod, but I would have a
For
hard
sure.
time
I
saying
guess,
that you're
yeah.
not the odds on in the AL for the one seed right now. I think other teams are going to look good, but I don't see them looking as good
Yeah.
as the Indians. And you've done a hell of a job.
I mean,
Like, just I mean,
I'm
to win
interested to
back
see
to
if
back years
Craig.
is hard. Like, it's hard to win one year. It's hard to
Yeah,
win back to back years. Very few
I'll be.
guys in this league have won back to
I'll
back
be
years.
honestly. Yeah,
So it's really
I'll be honestly with you. The back to back, I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Yeah, one is fucking difficult, but the two has been. Yeah, I'll be. I'm kind of blown away. But the team's kind of over succeeded in my or overachieved, I guess you'd say, in my books. But
yeah. Well,
yeah,
I don't think you've overachieved at all. I
yeah,
honestly
I was yeah, I guess
the
yeah.
team obviously looks
I'll be
great.
honest with you. I think the first year I won it, my starting pitching was much better. Like I had Romano, I believe, and there was another guy. And Romano had a fucking amazing year that year, FYI too. Last year I was more shocked, so winning it just because my starting pitching took such a jump back. But again, it was another year of my bat developing, and like Weston's only 24, man. And Carthen's 24. Dunston's 26. Carthen's 23. Guzman 24. Like these guys are still debbing, right? Like
Yeah, I mean they're
fucking
about to
wild.
hit their peak years.
I
So
feel like Weston's been on my team for. I know. I feel like Weston's been on my team for fucking half a decade already, and he's only 24. But again, he did break into the league at 21, I think. But yeah, so I have the four core guys in Weston, Batista, and Dunston, Guzman locked up. Carthens is definitely going to be one that's going to be eyed to lock up. Schulman, I'm going to try my damnedest to bring him back. He is talking to me, but he wants a good penny, so 35 mil. So Gonna kind of see how he plays out here in center field. If he works in center field, I'm gonna pay the man. But
if he can play some center field,
for me, it's dependent on the center field. Yeah, for me, it's dependent on how he does in center field. I just have Carthen's coming through, Carlton or whatever, and he can take his spot for minimum salary, right? And I could just ship my money into pitching. There's other places I could go.
Yep.
Lots of options. I have $53 million for money for extension next year, so I'm definitely not hurting for money. Whoever said that, and wink, wink. Yeah, I know how to add. I know how to do the books. So yeah, but yeah.
All right.
Okay, I don't know, man. I feel like I should. Like I said, I feel like I should be competitive for next 3 to 4 years easily. For
absolutely.
Sure.
And again,
solidly competitive.
And if you keep getting that, dev luck, look out.
Yes. Oh, yes. Heaven forbid.
Okay.
Yes, indeed. I can't wait for the next dev luck.
Are you ready to have some fun?
What's next?
We want just one really good story about Ryan. I think the league deserves a really good story. Young Ryan, grown up in Moose Jaw.
Frick, man, you put me on the spot like this.
Got his snow boots on.
Fuck. I can't even think right now. I'm on the spot. Well, I don't know, man. He was my brother's just kind of a nerd, man. He's kind of kept to himself. He didn't really do a lot, so.
Well, he did tell me.
I mean, he went out. Don't get me wrong. He went out, and my brother he played sports all through high school. He was a pretty athletic fella in high school, man. He's a good athlete. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't just a bump on a log, but yeah, I don't know. He just kind of was a nerd and kept to himself, and I kind of didn't shut my mouth and couldn't stay still. So things were a little bit volatile.
So he did tell me
from time to time
that you guys hated each other as kids. Is there anything?
It was pretty. It was pretty rough. Yeah. We would play a lot of I guess you say pre-docker ball hockey that would end in fisticuffs, to say the least. And we would lose our fucking sticks and our gear and shit and get screamed at. So we used to play in our backyard, and we had the fucking one net was always, our yard wasn't the biggest, so our one net always faced like the back door. We had a screen back door, and we would like stack shit in front of the door so that if we missed the net, we wouldn't hit the door, because we knew if we hit the door, our dad would come on and you just fucking lose his shit on us. Start pack this shit up, put everything away. So, but it's, I don't know, man. Honestly, we were just a couple normal fucking brothers growing up that just fought nonstop.
Nice.
Nonstop.
Nice.
Honestly, stories. You could. I don't know. It's hard on the spot, but I can't really think of one fucking story, to be honest with you.
Are you the older brother or the younger brother?
I am the younger brother by 3 years. He's 3 years older than me.
Because I always imagine you as
but I'm the smarter
brother,
one.
just pounding on the younger brother. Because Ryan isn't really.
I am the smarter one too, and the better looking.
Well, no, because you're a little bit more abrasive in chat, so I imagine you were always the one who just pounded on his younger brother. So it's actually the other way around.
Negatoro. It was definitely the other way around. I definitely took a lot more lickings than I handed out. Right. But I mean, he was 3 years. He was 3 years older than me, right? So it's only so much a guy could do. And he's fucking twice my size too. Fuck.
All right. So we got our Ryan story out of the way. We've got our Indians talk out of the way. We've got our background check. All right. So, and I hopefully you won't disappoint, but we've come to the time where you get to talk shit, unadulterated, uncensored about one GM in the league within reason. It can't be me. It can't be your brother. So, as we've talked before, you have a lot of options because a lot of guys get your goose in this chat. So
you want me to? So you want me to talk about one GM that annoys the shit out of me?
Yes.
Is what you're saying?
Yes. A lot of choices.
All right. Well, there's obviously a couple that there's a couple that annoy the shit out of me, but the one that annoys the shit out of me the most is got to be Dan.
Whoa!
No, I mean, I'll be honest with you. Dan, I don't know what it is. I feel like it's the Deerte trade or whatever I didn't make with him from years ago, the Messi debacle, if anyone remembers that. I'm sure Dan's just trying to have fun, but I don't know. His fucking lawyerism and shit just rubs me the wrong way. Fuck. Yeah. Said his fucking TCR luck thing, getting me to admit to lie. I ain't admitting to shit. I know what you're trying to do with your fucking lawyer lingo. But I'll be honest with you. There's a couple other guys that annoy the shit out of me too.
Go ahead.
I can't just leave Dan. I can't just throw Dan in the fire.
Hey,
yeah, I can't just throw Dan in the fire.
Just go.
Tiller is. Yeah. Tiller's annoying as fuck, but he's kind of like the fucking idiot little brother that we just fucking put up with. Just put up with him. You got to drag him. It's like mom yells at you, "Don't forget to take your little brother." That's what Tiller like. That's what I feel like Tiller is.
Oh man.
Oh man. London Matt. I mean, me and him have had a couple good exchanges in the chat. But honestly, the one that honestly rubs me the worst though is D-Rich. I don't know what it is. Me and D-Rich just, I don't know. We don't see eye to eye. We just have different philosophies. We made that Messi trade, and then after that, I don't know, feel like there's been just kind of subtle shots back and forth, and there's been a couple exchanges in DMs as well, and just, yeah.
Okay.
It's gotten spicy to say the least from time to time.
Now, that trade was pretty big. That Misa...
it was huge.
Yeah,
Messi and
that was a out of nowhere trade.